Campsite visitor! Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Today, I don't know a huge amount of what to talk about or do. I can talk about how I played a bit of Salt 2. Pretty cool. It definitely has some moments that I don't like, but that's just me not liking water, not the game being bad. I've not played enough to really say too much on whether it's actually good or bad yet. That's the only real issue. Also, my throat's pretty congested today, so I apologize if I clear my throat a bunch. Or if I sniffle, if I do have the sniffles. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It very much feels like, you know, your typical survival game, but with boats, which isn't the worst thing. Also, I think I'm going to wait on the produce, just so I can get the pumpkins right in line with everything else. So, produce will probably sit there for like a day or two, but that's fine. It's not like I absolutely need the bells. Let's come check turnip prices, actually. Because it took me like... I sat down and opened OBS at 11:30. It took me that long to get my hair into a spot where I'm like, I don't hate that today. Yeah, I'm having one of those days already where I'm not doing so amazingly. 96 bells. Okay, so it is rebounding. That's good to see. Good to know. I will note, mostly because I completely forgot it was around this time of year. Yesterday was the 10-year anniversary of Splatoon releasing, which is really cool. That game has been around for 10 years, and I've been playing it for, like, 9, I think. Yeah, because I started playing 2016. Late 2016, so you could argue I've been playing it for, like, 8. I did miss a lot of the original Splatoon. Like, I think I've talked about this before, but effectively when it comes to Splatoon, around that time, I was playing a lot of Team Fortress 2. And when it came out, my reaction was basically, well, why would I want to play effectively just a kiddie version of Team Fortress 2? Like, that's what it looked like to me. I hadn't played it. I then played it later, and I'm like, man, this is nothing like TF2. Like, it's the same gameplay idea of team-based shooter, but they're very, very, very different. And there are definitely still some things about Splatoon that I wish were more like other team-based shooters. The ability to change your weapon mid-match would be really nice. But also wouldn't work with some of their mechanics that they have going on. So, like, they basically can't do that. So, you know. Like, during Splatfests, if you and your team all have matching weapons and matching looks and all this stuff, you will actually gain, like, bonus clout at the end of the match. So, they're my fabulous bestie. So, Fab, you're here. Blah. I want to chat. Steven, what do you think would look best on me? Skirt. Skirt, of course. You gotta be a pop star like me, you gotta have a Fab skirt. I don't know what kind of skirt that is, but skirts are cute. That's, I suppose, as far as it goes, they're cute. Long skirts, moderate skirts. Really short ones are a mixed bag. It really depends. Like, you need other things to go with it for it to be cute. But the others are just in general cute all around from everything I've seen of skirts. Trying to think of more things to ramble about. I'm blanking. If I had woken up early enough, I probably could have solved part of my issue today by just having a shower, but I did not wake up early enough to do that, so I cannot do that. I suppose I do have one thing I can ramble about, and it's my computer having been a jerk lately. So, we'll see who our campsite villager is first, then I'll get on to rambling about my computer being a jerk. So who do we have as a campsite visitor? Who's visiting? The horse? They're wearing a mask. Victoria. Hey there, I'm Victoria. I'm here on a camping trip. You live on this island? It's cool. It's legit fantastic here. We're gonna be camping for a bit, so let's hang out, Sugar Cube. Oh, she do be a little cute. There's other horses I like more, though. I really need to get our final villager. I really do. I might place down the final bit of housing and then go on a bunch of Nook tours. That could be what I could do today. Because, like, we really need our final villager. It has been long enough that we definitely need the final villager. But yes, my computer. So, yesterday, well, not yesterday, 2 days ago for you guys, yesterday for me. My computer basically started acting up and basically demanded I restart it. And what I mean by that is, like, things just were not functioning as they should, which generally indicates you need to restart your computer. I had it, the last time I'd reset it was, you know, like, restarted it was over a month ago. It makes sense that it would have some level of issue. Well, it doesn't make sense. That started with Windows 10, but, you know, and just hasn't made sense since it started doing that. Windows 7, you could leave that running for like years without restarting it, and it would have no issues whatsoever. It was great, it worked fine. Vista, XP were the same boat. Like, I don't know about 8. I didn't use 8, so maybe that started with 8. I don't know. I didn't use it, never had a computer with it, have no interest in ever trying 8. I mean, it's discontinued now, so, you know, there's no point in ever trying 8. I'd always just heard 8 was bad, so I had no interest in getting it. So, I restarted my computer, and then, I'm worried to go and check. I'm not sure if this happened between me streaming and recording the second section for yesterday, or if this happened while I was streaming, but I know when I restarted my computer, all of my audio levels got reset. Just completely, all of them reset across the board. Which also turned on the other microphone I have for OBS, which is the microphone on my headset. Which led to an immense amount of confusion yesterday while I was editing yesterday's video. Because, where's this echo coming from? What happened? And it was only with the second part of the day, and it's like, what has happened? Ooh. I really wish these were colored. I want to get Mabel's colors. I might jump cut and see if someone can help me confirm which is which. I could just go blue. Blue is safe. Would they put red right next to blue? I don't think they would. They'd probably put it next to pink, and I know this one's pink. So I'm gonna guess that one's red. So this one's probably the green. I hope. I might have red on. I don't know, but I just wish there was now something good to wear as a bottom with this. Actually, this isn't bad. I kind of like this. I'm gonna change the socks out, though. This does have black on it. And to me, they look like they match. I could also go with these. Get some nice flowery tights going on. I'll go with these ones. And hope they actually match. Let's get some faux suede sneakers. Yeah, why not? Hey, Mabel, I maybe match. Maybe. I don't know. But I hope I do. Oh, it's Thursday. That means a new episode of my favorite Porcupine True Crime Show, Pointed Questions. I hope the DA will lay off this week. He's always badgering the witnesses. That is fair. I mean, that is kind of their job, I think. I don't know a huge amount about law. I leave knowing about law up to the lawyers. It's their job to know that stuff. But yeah, that also means, like, every game I open, regardless of if I've played it before, I have to now go through and readjust the audio levels down. Because anyone who's used a headset on a computer consistently, you know... Wait, is that Gulliver? Oh, that is Gulliver. Alright. Let's come wake Gulliver up. You know that, like, the audio, even at, like, 40%, is just too loud. Like, when I'm playing games on my own time, I tend to lower it down to, like, 2. When I'm, like, recording or streaming a game, it's at, like, 6, maybe 8. There's, like, there's one game that's a 10. You know, that's where volumes tend to be. Good morning, or evening, Vision's Fuzzy. How are you this fine, whatever time of day it is? Say, is that my favorite landlubber, Steven? It is, ahoy! Good thing your head is so huge, makes it pretty easy to identify your blurry silhouette. Like to hear I ended up on the island. You're at beach this time? Okay, what were you doing? 24 sea monsters, you say? Holding his own. Warm them, tickled them. Oh man. Sploosh. Paddle, flail, blurble. Being poked back to life in this very beach. Yeah, I'm not reading the puns again this time. Summon his rescue with his dandy handy communicator that is neither dandy nor handy. Yeah, I'll look for him, my man. I was a little worried I might hit B there. Alright, shovel out. Let's find some little clam spots. You know, like, I really hate when computers do that, when they're just randomly like, alright, we're just gonna reset a lot of the settings you have set. It's like, I'd rather you didn't, though. Like, I really would. I'd rather you just, you know... Simon! Yeah, I'd rather you Simon. Yay, Steven! I was just thinking about how I wanted to see you. One chat. I overslept a little today, but that's cool. Gave the bugs in my house some extra quiet time. I overslept a bit today as well, but I also went to sleep a bit late. I went to sleep at around like 2 a.m., so... got up, like, I woke up around, it was around 8 I initially woke up. Oh, Ed be thinking. Ed be thinking. Does he want to move? What's next? Yeah. Man, get a load of this. Peter said my catchphrase is so last week. I mean, seriously, Greenhorn? It's the hippest and freshest, don't you think? Actually, it's kind of bad. Alright, we're a chance to freshen up the Ed brand. Let's brainstorm. Whoop. I'm a menace. Is that actually how menace is spelled? Hold on. Menace. I love how my top result was me definitely also spell checking menace. Because it was a previous Google search for menace to society. So yes, there we go. There's your catchphrase, my man. Yes, you are a menace. That's right. He doesn't like it. Oh, okay, he loves it. He loves being a menace. That is the best catchphrase I could ever have given him. Oh, Ed, don't you dare. Thank you, man. That is, like, the best catchphrase I could have ever given him. Yeah, like, I've had that issue with computers before, and it's always annoying when, like, they just mess with your settings. The lucky owner of a free bottle. I was just zoning out in the bathtub when a great DIY idea popped into my head that I had to write down. So I just had to share it. So I stuffed it in a bottle, floated it to you. Take a chance and try it out. Your clever pal, Gonzo. Bamboo partition. Bye. I found all of my fossils. I need to finish helping Gulliver before I forget, though. I mean, if I were to forget, that would save me a few weeks of, you know, needing him to show up before I could build the robot hero. But, you know, I should help him out. That's Clam. Clams don't help out Gulliver. The clams are probably who stole his communicator parts. Like, I think that'll always be a pet peeve of mine, is just simply when, like, when computers muck around with your settings without you telling them to. It's like, computer, you do not know what I want better than I know what I want. Like, I know where I want my settings to be. Hey, did you find them? Got them right here. Oh, that's them. Those are definitely my communicator parts. Come here, you little troublemakers. Wham. Alright, pieces are crammed back in. Let's see if this thing can send a message. It's their brother from another rudder. It happened again. Come pick him up. There's coordinates. He's on Astera. It's actually something that I've loved about Salt 2 so far, is it's not complete, like, proper navigating, but you can tell they're trying to emulate it, because, like, the first two tools you get are a compass and a sextant. Basically, a sextant is used to basically, alongside a compass, to figure out what direction you're facing, you know, where you're going. And you basically use that to chart out the world, that your randomly generated world. Ah, Steven, what a pleasure it is to see you today, boy. She's picked up Pinky's catchphrase. Time moves a bit more leisurely here on the island. If I don't watch the clock, the day ends before I know it. That is very fair. pop up here to Serrano's house. Oh, he cooking. What you cooking? I can hear about the smell. Doesn't set your mouth watering. This is gonna be delicious. What you making? This ain't nothing fancy. It's been a favorite of mine for ages. Some fruit pizza. You have the recipe. Made it so many times I can do it with my eyes closed. Yeah, I'm kind of there with a lot of the things I make a lot of. Yeah, they say beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and I say flavor's on the tongue of the taster. Can't wait to try your take on that one, kiddo. You can already tell it's gonna be something sweet. I mean, I probably won't actually be making a fruit pizza, but that's mostly because realistically, I imagine that probably includes pineapple, and I don't like pineapple. Like, that's just kind of where I'm at with that. That is a good example of, like, when does it stop becoming pizza and become something else? Because just looking at that, that looks like basically just a bunch of fruit on some pizza dough. So it's basically a bunch of fruit on bread. Which I'm pretty sure there are dishes that are effectively fruit on bread. So, you know, when does it stop being a pizza and start just being that? But, Eva's home. Caroline, she'll be singing. Good afternoon, Squeak. I want chat. Let's make today our best day ever. We will. Weed. I suppose I just realized I didn't actually finish talking about when I'd woken up. I'd woke up around 8, and then I put on like an hour-long video and napped to it. So I got out of bed like closer to 10. Well, I was gonna get out of bed closer to 10, and then I stayed laying in bed until like almost 11. I was sitting at my computer for like half an hour before I even started recording. But you're welcome anytime. Chat with me! Someone said you were planting produce all day. Well, just keep them watered, and they'll keep us fed. I mean, I feel like the Nooklings do that just fine. Don't really need to water them. And I believe that's actually everybody talked to today. I don't think I'm forgetting any, but Hamlet. I'm forgetting Hamlet. He wasn't in his house, though, so, you know, eyes itchy. Eyes itchy. There we go. I think it's one of my hairs tickling my eye, but still. Yep, Blathers, I know. Blathers, I want my fossils identified. Assess my fossils, please. I want these identified so I can sell them, my man. I wish you could just sell them for like 2,000 bells without identifying them. Or even just 1,000, honestly. Just more than 200. Like, just add a 0 to the end of that and everything's great. So that's you today. Give us some coffee. It's 200 bells a cup. Absolutely! Sure. But, yeah. I'm definitely gonna play some more Salt 2 today. I do wonder if you ever get to the point of having a ship with cannons on it, because that would be kind of cool. I know the combat actually feels pretty nice. It feels very, like, Oblivion, the combat. Which is, like, that's just kind of nice. Isabel! Hey, girl! Hello, Steven. Are you taking a quick break? Me too. Gee, I didn't think you ever took breaks. But I suppose with Nook also there, she doesn't have to be there all the time. Gives her a chance to, you know, nap. Time to head back. It's still just absolutely adorable how, like, if you go into the town hall in New Leaf or resident services here, like, late at night, Isabelle has a chance to be sleeping. Like, she'll just be sleeping in her chair. Because she do sleep. She does rest eventually. And she gets kind of flustered when you wake her up. At least in New Leaf she does. I've never woken her up here to my recollection, so I don't know if she gets flustered here or not. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna find the location to put down the final bit of housing, because I'm pretty sure I still have room for one more. Hey, Hamlet. Hey, Steven, does your job group go through here? What's the latest, my man? I'm trying to remember what I got here yesterday. I think I only bought it because it was heavy. I mean, that's fair. 75. Okay, it's going back down again. Ugh. Today is... well, this week is not going to be a great turnip week. Okay, I think what I'm going to do... I'm going to set down that final spot. And then, just so it's a secret to you guys... I'm going to buy a bunch of Nook Miles tickets. And then I'm going to go on those tours off camera. And find a villager that way. Because I feel like that'll make things more interesting for you guys. And I think I'm going to set myself basically, like... do I actually want to do that? I was going to say I might set myself a thing where after I use up all my tickets, if I haven't picked someone, I have to pick the final villager. But what if the final villager ends up being freaking Rodney, and I will never willingly have Rodney on my island. Ever. So... that could be a conundrum. Put some stuff away, though. And then I need to go check with Nook and see if we have... like I said, I think we have one final spot. Because I think you can have 10 villagers, and we have 9. So. Let's get those put away. Yeah, I think we can have 10. I mean, if we can't do it, we can't do it. Like, it's fine. I might still do some Nook Miles stuff anyway, just because it has been a while since I've done it. I might do Captain Tours, though. Because, like, if I can't get a villager, then what's the point of going on the villager tours when I could go on a Captain Tour, and those are more resource-filled, so. Anything else in here yet? Nah, just cardboard boxes. Hey, Nook. Ah, Steven. Hello, hello. Let's talk infrastructure. More things we can discuss. Let's sell some land. Yep. Alright. Yep, this will be our last plot. So I was right. There was exactly one more plot. Isabelle back there reading. I like to think that she's just reading like a novel. Like she's not actually like working at that moment. Because she doesn't really need to be working at that moment. So she's just chilling, reading the novel. Nook can't really tell her what to do. He knows she's running the island. Like, that's just how it is. You know? So he's just there like, yep, Isabelle's just reading, and that's just what Isabelle do. So, this is a spot I've kind of mentally picked out already for a house, is just to put one up here. The main reason for that is, like, if you look at the map, we have a lot of, like, edge basically, and this is not quite the edge. Like, so this will kind of fill in the center of our island a little more. Like, and there's nowhere else really decent for putting one, so... Actually, I want to go down a little more. So I want it to have room for a yard. So. Let's imagine. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Bam. Spot for home to be built. Now there's room for a yard. I still don't know exactly how I'm going to do paths. I know I eventually do want to do, like, ramps up and down. Like, the vines are a temporary measure, but, like, I can't really do the ramps until I figure out where everything's gonna go. Like, yeah, where roads are gonna go, paths are gonna go. Because, like, it doesn't make much sense to try putting in a ramp when... Oh, Isabel be asleep. She taking a little nap. That coffee did not wake her up. Boy, do I know that feeling. I actually wonder how long it'll be of me having very reduced caffeine input or intake before I actually start to feel a cup of coffee again. I don't think I ever really did feel a cup of coffee, though. Like, I don't think I ever actually got, like, an energetic buzz from a coffee. So, I may never feel it. Let's go and get a bunch of tickets. And like I said, I'm going to do these off camera. Because, like... I want it to be a surprise for you guys. Of who it'll end up being. I should also probably come through and at some point just pick up all of the, like, single purchase things. So, like, the extra hairstyles and all this stuff. Just to say I've got them. Because it's not like I'm exactly, like, struggling for Nook Miles. I have too many, because I never spend them. I'm gonna run this machine out of paper. It's just what I'm gonna do. I want to give myself a lot of options. And if I can't find an animal that I really want on the island, I want to go with an animal I want. Like, that's what I'm going for. I'm not just going to go for, this one's cute. I want to go for an animal I know and want, kind of thing. So I don't even know who it's going to be yet. And it could be a new animal to me as well. Just, I need to really want them on the island. Because it is the final slot, after all. If I can't do that, I'm going to dig out my amiibo cards, and I'm going to use one of them to bring another villager onto the island. Because I do have the amiibo cards for other animals that I absolutely adore, so... Okay, how many tickets am I up to? I want to see how many tickets I'm up to, and I can't see my inventory while I'm dealing with you, machine. I'm up to 9. Let's get one more. I'll do 10. 10 feels like a pretty reasonable amount. I'll probably find somebody within 10 that I want. I get Anka. I don't really want her, though. I mean, she's a cute design. Don't get me wrong. But, like... she's definitely not, like, my favorite, animal, so... You know what, let's come through and actually just pick up a lot of this stuff. So let's get this. Redeem. Alright, that's not that's a thing, it's an actual item. I'll get Island Life 101, I don't really need it, but, you know. I'll get it, just to say I've got it. May as well fill out my phone. I mean, what's the point of storage space if you don't use it, right? You know. Yeah, I totally need advice on living here. Pro camera app. See, this is the annoying thing about buying these, is just like how much effort it does take. Just because, like, it takes you out of the menu every time, because you gotta stop and be excited that you just bought an app. Like, I don't know about any of you guys, but I don't think I've ever been excited that I bought an app. I've been mildly disappointed in myself for buying an app, but, like, I've never been like, heck yeah, I bought an app! Like, and, like, you know, I count even, like, games, like, anything, like, though there are some things I paid for on my phone that, like, I was then like, why have I bought this? One of those instances was something I bought, and then, like, a week later, it went completely free, and there was basically nothing for having bought it. Like, you weren't given anything for having bought it, so it was just like, ah, okay. If I'm buying this stuff, and I have no interest in designs, or doing designs and stuff. Though, I mean, realistically, I believe I could make myself an actual proper pair of pants. Like, I could do that. So, in that case, it would be realistically, I could go on the internet and find someone else who has made a proper pair of pants, and then just use those. Which, I gotta say, like, does it feel like this to anybody else, that Nintendo has gotten a bit lazier with clothing designs over the years? After they really started focusing in on custom designs? Like, they really started hard focusing with New Leaf. And you could kind of feel that with New Leaf in, like, a lot of the clothes in the game itself were just, they didn't feel as special as the previous games. I can customize fencing. I mean, this is just a case of I may as well do all this stuff, so get some more reactions, get some hip reactions. I can be hip. Oh man. Hello there, fellow children. How swings it? What else do we got here? Yeah, I'm literally, this is just gonna be the I redeem a bunch of Nook Miles episode. We get more new reactions notebook. Alright. Does this mean I get more reactions I can use? That would actually be kind of useful. Kind of. I barely use the reactions, but, like, I could see that actually being useful. So, you know. Because just having more reactions doesn't really help, you know. Okay, no, that was just new reactions. But, like, having an extra page of quick reactions would actually be really nice. Instead of, you know, body paint. I also, I've been playing a little more Aaron Shore as well. And, like, I do like how, Aaron Shore works, like, they're simulated players, they're sim players. But one thing I definitely need to say as a bit of feedback for it is, like, there is a lot of things you can say to them that they just will not understand or react to that are pretty common things. So, like, you know, you can walk up to one and say, hi. But, like, and they'll probably say hi back. I'm gonna buy these permits, but, like, I'm not probably gonna use them. Well, the cliff one I probably will, but... Because I think the cliff one's what I need to do the ramps, but... But, like, if you were to walk up to one and be like, hey, where do I get this? You'll just be completely ignored. When, like, in a proper MMO, like, you walk into a pretty crowded town and be like, hey, where do I get this? You'll probably have somebody whisper you and be like, oh yeah, it's here. Or, you know, someone else, like a bunch of people just going, I don't know, man, figure it out. Go to the wiki, you know. But, like, you'll just get completely ignored. I don't really want to buy the paths. Do I have the Zen fence? That is a fence I really like, so I want to see if I have it or not. Yep, yes. I really wish I could just check this stuff without having to come into here first, but... I also want to get up to the top of this, so I can get that new tag away. There we go. Would fences be in here? No, they're not. Where would fences be? So they're just not... Are they in, like, other? They're in other. Okay. I have the stone fence. I do not have the Zen fence. Okay, so I need to buy the Zen fence then. That's probably my favorite fence, if I'm honest. Like, I might actually redo Diva's fencing to be the Zen fence, because I just think it looks better. Okay. Let's get this recipe learned. That actually might be what I do for the rest of today for you guys to see. And then, like I said, later I'm going to be going through and just, like, doing a bunch of Nook tours, seeing who I can find. I might actually buy a few more Nook Miles tickets, too. I'm just going to start with 10 for now. Because, I mean, like, this fencing is nice. Don't get me wrong, but... the Zen fence is going to look better. Now, what do I need to craft the Zen fence? That is... Caroline be thinking. I need clay and stone. What are you thinking? Rambler! You won't believe what I just realized that I did. I was at the store and I bought something that was on my list. The thing is, when I got home, I realized I just bought the exact same thing yesterday. Wait, would you be willing to buy my extra water cooler? For how much? Oh, thank you so much. Consider it sold. Enjoy the bells. Now, like, I know she's just selling me things because she wants money, but I'll let her have her story. Like, I'll let her have it because, you know, she's probably embarrassed. You know. Alrighty. Let's pop in here. I need clay, stones, iron nuggets. I already got 30 iron nuggets on me, so... because I always carry my iron nuggets. Mostly for while I'm doing island tours, so I'll always have the materials to make a new upgraded tool. So I don't really mind just using the basic tool, but... alright. Zen fence. Craft. It's do it. I forget if this makes just one or multiple. I need to double check on that one. It makes 10. Okay. Because I want to use the Zen fencing in multiple places, so I definitely want more than just, like, enough to be this house. I also want it around the campsite, so... Because I have ideas for how I'm gonna decorate up the campsite, so... And also, I just really like the Zen fencing. I might actually use it to, like, kind of yard my own house, where I can't do, like, the complete, like, all around. I might just do, like... kind of like a dip, and then another dip back in to, like, the coast. Y'all will see. I have some ideas, but I just don't know how well they're gonna work out. Though, I mean, that's just kind of how all my ideas work. I have them, and then I just don't know how well they're gonna work out, so... But okay, that's probably good. Now let's see if I can remember how to do this stuff. Because I need to pick up the fencing around Diva's house. How do I can't just... Oh, no, you can just do that. Okay. I thought you needed to, like, be in the special mode for it before you could do this. But it's convenient. I actually put this fencing around Hamlet's house. Okay. Just look at how good this looks. It looks so good. Doing construction around Diva's house. Good thing she ain't sleeping. I'm gonna need to rework how I did that one, because... Yeah, I want the fence to go like that, so... I just love how that looks. Like, it looks so good. But actually, do I... What if I were to... I know it's gonna narrow... Oh, that, yes. That. Okay, and I've still got 43. So that should be enough to surround the campsite. My nose is running. I don't like it. Someone told my nose to stop running. That's not what it's supposed to do. I hope I'm not getting sick, and that's why my nose is running. I know I've said this many a time, but I absolutely hate getting sick so much. How am I even gonna... I need to move this bamboo before I can do anything here. I have ideas, I can't do them right now without a lot of, like, extra moving of stuff, and I have been going for, like, over 50 minutes now. So, well, maybe. It might not be 50 minutes. I've been recording for 55 minutes, but I don't know how much of this is actually in the video. So, I think I'm going to end things off here. We have done some stuff. We changed around the fence around Diva's house. We redeemed a lot of things. So, yeah. We've got a lot that we can now possibly do. Like I said, I'm going to be going on a bunch of tours to see if I can get a villager. That'll be off camera, so tomorrow you might see a new villager waiting to move in. You might not. I might not find anybody. Stretch. Jeez. But yeah, with that, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then! And now in this end card, I would like to ask, if you liked the video, could you maybe hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? It'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.